using the church or the name of God for their personal agenda.
The name of this video could be Using God as a Superstitious Relic. God as a Superstitious Relic.
Yeah, I'm back here. These are groceries. Paul's up there. I'm not sure who she's with. Is she with the guy who's buying groceries there? Is she with the people in front of her? Like, I'm back here. What's she doing? I'm not sure. Maybe she's with that guy up there.
Waiting for Mahal. She had to go to the bathroom, which is right in front of me. There it is, in case you wanted to see. I just looked over here and seen this little spot. You know, just waiting outside the bathroom. It's still so pretty. Oh man, everywhere in the Philippines is so pretty. We're just walking up, came up from that way, somewhere down that way. And I was just saying again to Mahal, I said, I love the Philippines. It's so beautiful here. Now, if you don't like the humidity, of course, you probably won't like it. But, you know, I don't mind the humidity. Sometimes it is like a little extra humid. And so you might say, oh, pretty humid today. But it is pretty humid today, too. But overall, I like it. It's just beautiful here. And hope we don't get copyright. Speakers everywhere in the Philippines, no matter where you go. Especially if you go into any kind of store or mall. Man, they play the music loud. Like we're in the store just the other day, in a restaurant actually, Big B's restaurant, and outside the restaurant in the mall, they're playing music really, really loud because they had like a dance team out there. And then we went to Big B's to have something to eat. Well, Big B's had their music playing loud, like they're trying to overpower what's outside. And there's like no door now, that's just open from Big B's entrance to the mall. There's like two conflicting music sounds playing at the same time, but it's all about music over here, I tell you that for sure. And look, the bathroom, it's small. Does the Queen's wave. When God becomes your good luck charm. That's
Yes, hello everyone, good afternoon. So this is the Filipina.
I'm the foreigner guy.
Hi, this is Wang. Yeah, from the Filipina Moments, the Filipina and the Foreigner.
Yeah, we have several
whatever,
channels.
Filipina Live.
Anyway, we're just having a conversation between us, and we're talking about God. I said, hey, let's turn on the camera and continue our conversation, because we're just saying, like, when you're in a place that acknowledges God so much, there are several countries around the world that really seem to acknowledge God a lot. And that's amazing, right? But then we're also talking about maybe in some of these places is like in practicality and actual reality, God seems to be missing in a lot of elements in life. So like, to me, it's such an anomaly that different countries which acknowledge God so much, but yet God is kind of missing from the depth of the lives of the living, you know, what they're doing with their lives, you know, the depth of living for God. The acknowledgement of God is there. Because the thing is, like what we were saying at the beginning, we're just, before we even turned on the camera, we're just saying, you know, country like this one or others acknowledge God so much. It's so impressive. I'm really impressed at how much God is acknowledged. But then we're talking about one place that she knew of, and the workers there didn't do a great job.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of that sometimes, that the workers are not doing a really great job for different reasons. I'm thinking, you know, I was saying, I said, you know, for places that love God or say, you know, acknowledge God so much, you think that would also filter through into basically everything you see, right? But it almost just culminates down to the swinging cross on the rear view mirror that you see. Like it almost becomes like a superstition of like, oh yeah, good luck charm or something, like the cross, instead of the power of the gospel of it living through your life, right? Because you don't want God to be a good luck charm.
Yeah.
That's not God. God should be in your life. So when you acknowledge God, it comes through your personality and your ways. Doesn't mean we always get it right, but you're trying by God's grace.
And it takes a lot of courage, courage to say something to someone who like doing something like superstitious. Just like I was so amazed with our priest before when I was in high school, because I'm not going to mention the names of certain people, but I know that someone personally in the politics because he is my relatives. And that priest, I'm so like, I admire him so much, Mahal, because he's the only priest who can say something in front of everybody. Oh, why you're here? You just came here just because of election coming?
I don't understand. Why would people come just for the election? I don't get it.
Too superstitious, like something like that.
Because it is that's our topic.
Yeah,
because of our topic. I got it now.
People, every Sunday, people gathered in the church, and if there's
it's like a good luck
upcoming,
charm.
yes, upcoming,
that's sad.
they're trying to pretend that, oh, I'm good to church, like for example, my uncle sit right in front of the church. Yeah, like, yeah, in the first chair in front. So during the homily, our priest will say, you're here because there's an upcoming election. You're using the church now.
When God becomes your good luck charm, that's not a good thing.
Yes,
Not a good
like,
thing.
oh my goodness. And you know what? My uncle never go to church again.
I'm not so sure that's good either.
Yeah. And then also he really how is that, evangelize to the people around us, or to
Who
those that priest,
Oh,
that there is one person who is antichrist here. And you know what, antichrist, they even pretend that they love Christ with, like, they're just pretending that they love Christ, but in the actual they are antichrist. Yeah,
yeah.
you say that, Mahal, like, oh my goodness, people like, who is that antichrist?
Yeah, and then you guys mean when you say that just against God, right?
Yes,
They're
of
against
course.
When we hear Antichrist, we think of Revelation, which is the
Yes.
Antichrist, the main one who comes against
Yes.
Jesus. But you're saying it in a little bit of a different way, right? So I
Yeah.
just wanted to point that out for
Yes.
the viewers.
And he said, like, oh, even antichrist came here, they don't they have this guts to face our Lord. Well, in fact, yeah, something like that. Well, in fact, they don't believe him fully. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a really good point. I mean,
Yes.
you can't just talk the talk. You gotta, walk the walk. You gotta live for God. And again, it's not about anyone. Sometimes people are watching and then they get condemned by that, saying, "Oh, I'm not a good Christian." But I'm not really talking about those people who fall and are trying to live for God. It's talking about those who really don't care to live for God,
Yeah.
and they're just pretending.
Yes.
That they're putting on a face of
Yeah.
religion, so to speak.
And also there is one also member of the church who embrace like superstition or witchcraft, Mahal.
That's really bad.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't mention the name, but he kept evangelizing during the mass. So like he even said that whoever you are, you should stop going to the church because you might get hurt. You might hurt someone else here in the church. And you know what, Mahal? Oh my goodness. Like, after 2 weeks, one member of the church, he stopped going to church until he fully recovered.
And when you say recovered, what do you mean? Like, you mean he gave his life to God finally?
Of course, Mahal. You have
what
to,
you mean by
yes,
recovered.
you have to repent and get out that witchcraft in
Okay,
your body.
it's like some of your words are a little different than what we're used to
Yes.
hearing. So when you say
Yes.
recovered, I think someone is sick.
Because he is sick by in
Spiritually
spirit.
sick. Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah,
so he
he
had
was
to
really sick.
give his life back to Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We just have different terminology. Sometimes I have to point it out, I think.
Yeah,
So
that's
both sides of
it's-
the world can
yeah.
understand.
the only sad thing, like because there is a new policy in the church, in the Catholic Church, like priests only serve 6 years in every parish church. Yeah, so they only serve 6 years only. Then after 6 years, they will be reshuffled. Yeah, so he just served 6 years in our church, and I admire him because we admire him because he even discovered the corruption in our school. Yeah, like from first year to third year, supposed to be we don't I don't need to pay tuition fee or even miscellaneous fees. And then during that time when we have this meeting, we voice out that why we have this payment every month like this. And he said that, oh, why just now I know that supposed to be you don't pay anything. Yeah, so he changed the cashier, he reshuffled, yes, the worker. And then during my 4th year high school, some of my classmates, we don't pay anything. Like imagine how many years, 3 years they pocketed the money.
So were you supposed to pay a certain fee, like maybe a low fee? And
Yeah,
they
low
just-
fee, yes.
But they charge you more.
No, supposed to be because me, I have 2 scholarship. So
She is smart.
no, it's not like that.
Yes, it is.
And supposed to be me and some of my classmates, we don't need to
Pay the
pay. Yeah, the miscellaneous fees, or because we pay books and miscellaneous. Except the tuition fee, it's all free. But when our priest try to do the audit, you say, why the students still paying? Well, it's overpaid. They already overcharged. Yeah, so that's it. That's why he reshuffled all the employees
Okay.
and hired another cashier. Yeah.
Right.
So that's it. Like some like what I mean is like it takes a lot of courage to say something on that someone, like stop doing it because you did not, yeah, you're just pretending, yeah, or something like that. Because most of the priests this time, oh, they're just trying to,
Appease?
yeah, something like that, or go with the flow, something.
It's kind of like appease.
Yeah, to avoid conflict,
Appease.
Yeah.
That's the word.
because if they try to correct, yeah, the corruption in that organization, like people may not go to church anymore. Yeah,
Well,
and no donation.
anyway, I think our point
It's
today
hard.
is to don't use God as your good luck charm.
Mm-mm.
You're off to a bad start, but try
Yes.
to allow God to work through your life, through your living, and in all your things, like the Bible says, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, acknowledge
Yeah.
Jesus in all your ways, not some of your ways, not most of your ways, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, God, and He will direct your paths. So that's something I guess we're just trying to point out again. And make sure you don't just go through the motions and say, yeah, there's God, and but not really have God trying to be manifest in your life. So make sure God is working in your life, and don't be dismayed if you happen to fall, because that's not quite the same as someone being fake as such. It's just, sometimes that happens, but you get up and keep following God. So anything else to say in conclusion?
Therefore, I conclude, do not use the name of the Lord your God in vain.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
I like that conclusion. God bless you.
God bless everyone.